Good morning, everyone. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, everyone. Who is? Yes. Good morning, everyone. You hear me? Yes or no? Is it okay? No or yes? Ariadna says yes. Yes, you can hear me. That is yes. Hello, Edson. Okay, Luis Gerardo. Very good. Perfect. You can hear me. Maybe we can have some problem with the audio. The internet might be a little slow, as I said before, because of the traffic that people is using the internet so much. Okay, just in case, I'm gonna give you the first activity for the day. Pay attention. You remember this. Today we are going to work with this. Okay, this and this. Very good. Here we go. Now, but before the first activity I'm going to give you is this. You have to prepare this. Prepare experience folder, yes, with activities. Here is the activity in a USB and send a copy to this. Okay, good. It is very to give to me. Very good. Now, this is, you have to prepare with the image I'm going to give you and this expression. This is, you have to write 3 sentences with this expression. Okay? Let me see. All burned out. All burned out. Very good. The expression has a relationship with this. This is the image. Let me see. All burned out. Okay? Very good. 3 sentences, okay? And then you send it to me and also make a copy for you. Perfect. Now, let's continue. What we are going to do is today, we will work with a global listening. If you remember, yesterday we worked with this listening. Now, I need your participation. Your participation consists of this. These are the same sentences, okay? What you have to tell me is check. You have to check yes or no is mentioned. So you have to tell me what sentences, give me the 3 sentences. Let me see. Yes, there are 3 sentences. What numbers appear in the audio from yesterday? Now, write the 3 numbers there. I want to see the 3 numbers here. Let me see. Write the 3 numbers that appear in the audio. Or, I mean, the sentences that were discussed. 137, Laura Giselle's 137. Let me check. No, that's not. Let me see another try. I will give you 3 chances only. Gloria says 137. No. 137, no. One more chance. Who wants to guess? Make a guess. The three numbers. What are the three sentences that appear? 3, 1, 2, say status again. Gloria says 1, 3, 7. No. Let me give you the answers. The answers are these are the answers: 3, 4, and 6. 3, 4, and 6. Laura, very good, Laura. Okay, excellent. Now, what are we going to do now? The next activity, okay, the next activity, let me see. Good. Has to do with the next page in the close listening. The close listening, here we are. Everybody, page 138. 138. Everyone here, this is the exercise we are going to check. We're going to check some expressions. Expressions that tells you the order. They explain the order of the events. The events, they happen, they have a sequence, a chronological order. Sometimes they are expressions that tells you what activity is first, what action happened next, and then so on, until finally you have an ending of the activity. Now, what happens here is that we also have expressions when we have two activities, one after another, right? Yes, there is one and two activities. One is first, one is second, and then we tend to mention some of them. The expressions that we usually have are these. They are in your book. You can check them. They say order. They mention the order. First, then after that, next, finally, later, and the next day. The first activity. But also, when you have this kind of expressions, because they have two events, you are talking about two events. When you say earlier, for example, I am now giving class. I am teaching some English. But earlier, I was preparing. I was trying to connect. And earlier, I was reading a book. That's what I was doing. But I mentioned two activities that happened, but one before another. Now, here we have previously, which obviously is something that happened prior to that. What is prior to that? Prior to that is, for example, you are now in class. Yes. Prior to that, you were preparing some maybe the material for the class. You were taking a shower. You were having breakfast. It could be. Yes. Is that okay? Can you hear me? I need to check. Can you listen to me? That's right. Yes, it's close listening. Remember, this is the close listening. This is what you see in your book. Okay? Close listening. You must pay attention here. Now, chronological order, expression like first, then, after that, next, finally, later, and the next day. It could be some of the examples. Yes, you can listen to me. Perfect. Now, and then these are expressions for when you can, or when you are talking about two activities in the past, or one in the present and another in the past. It could be, yeah. Now, we're going to have one more time this listening activity. This corresponds to exercise 8.2. Listen. It's a listening and order. What you have to do here, what is the instructions here? Check in your book. Everybody has the book, right? Here you have it. 8.2, here you have it here. It says, I will read it for you. It says, listen to the first part of the story, a travel story. Number the events from 1 to 6 in the order they happen. Here it is, right? This is the exercise. What you have to do, listen carefully, what you have to do, here I have, these are the initial of every one of the sentences, okay? I just wrote a letter before just to make an order, letter A, B, C, D, E, F. But you have to tell me what is the order of every one of the sentences. Okay, now we're going to listen one more time the audio. If you have a problem with the audio, well, you can check. You can check the audio here. Let's pay attention here. Track 8.2, Unit 8, Listening 1. One more time. 8.2. Oh, sorry. One more time. Track 8.2, 8, Listening 1. Can you listen? Hey, Rashid. I wanted to ask you something. What's that? I remember you went to London last year. I was curious how your trip went. Well, that's a funny story. I almost didn't make it to London at all. What do you mean? Well, a month before the trip, I bought my plane ticket and reserved my accommodation. Then, I'm going to pause it. 8.6. Can you listen? No? Nobody can hear me. Is the audio working? Can you listen to me? Yes, you can listen. Some people say yes. Tatis can listen to me now. Yes. Well, sometimes, as I said, if I don't have the chance to finish this exercise, then you have to finish in your house and then send me the answers. Remember, the internet now is very slow. Okay? It's very slow. Let me write something here. There is slow internet, okay? Can you hear me now? There is slow internet. But anyway, you answer and register the exercise. Yes, it can be. So the communication can get interrupted. It is very common in this moment. I hope we can fix it as soon as possible. Or it happens that the company is having problems. It's obvious. Imagine more than 30 million people or 100 million people are trying to keep in touch through the internet now, working and schools. Okay, good. I'm going to play the audio one more time. Listen. Unit 8. Listening to. There was once a young boy who lived near a dark forest. Every day he had to take care of his sheep. The young boy was lonely. Oh, 1 second. Track 8.2. 8.2. Here we go. Unit 8. Listening 1. Hey, Rashid. I wanted to ask you something. What's that? I remember you went to London last year. I was curious how your trip went. Well, that's a funny story. I almost didn't make it to London at all. What do you mean? Well, a month before the trip, I bought my plane ticket and reserved my accommodation. Then I got my visa. I changed money into the local currency on the day of my flight. I had already confirmed my seat on the plane the night before. I thought I had planned everything so well. Did something go wrong? You could say that.
My flight was at 11:30, but that morning it was raining, so it was hard to get a cab. I finally reserved one, and the taxi driver said he'd be there soon. That's when things really started to go wrong. At 8:15, the driver called. He was running late. Then at 8:30, he called again to say he was getting gas and would be there soon. After that, he called again at 8:45 to say he couldn't find my place. I gave him directions.
So, what happened next?
Clearly, I was starting to get really worried. Finally, at 10 o'clock, my taxi arrived. I put my luggage in the car and we left. I relaxed as we drove. I thought I still had enough time. Then I decided to check a few things. I had my wallet, I had my tickets, but I couldn't find my passport.
No way.
Then I remembered before I booked the taxi, I was organizing my bag. I took the passport out and put it on the bed. I never put it back.
How? So, what did you do?
Obviously, I was closed. I was too late. I missed my flight.
Okay, the audio finish. Tomorrow we will check if you didn't get complete the exercise, do it in your house, do it at home, and then tomorrow we